What's going on, YouTube family? This is your man Pristine, back with another video. Welcome to the unboxing for the Google Pixel 3a XL. Let's dive right in. Now, this is more of a mid-range offering for the Google Pixel 3. I don't want to say it's a dumbed down version, but it's a little bit scaled down version from the original Pixel 3 that was released back in mid or late September or early October of 2018. So the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL have been out for a minute, but we see Apple, they got the iPhone XR, Samsung, they got the S10, the S10e, you know what I mean? Still, flagship phones in their respective classes, but yet scaled down just a little bit, which allows the company to be able to reduce the price. And so there are cheaper options available. Well, the Pixel, they didn't really have such a thing. And so, competition is getting pretty fierce in the mid-range market. You know what I mean? And so I felt like, Google felt like they needed to do this just to be able to continue to appeal to the masses. I really feel like sales have been slowed up a bit because, mind you, all the Pixel devices, with the exception of the 3A and the 3A XL, have been Verizon exclusives. And I feel like that's hurt their sales a little bit. And so this is the first Google launch since the Pixel line became a thing that is being sold carrier wide, and also at all your local retailers as well that sell mobile devices. I mean, so the Pixel 3a starts off at $399. The Pixel 3a XL, which is what this is $479.99. Okay, you can get this phone at T-Mobile, Best Buy, the Google Store, B&H Photo, Verizon Wireless, Sprint, US Cellular. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can get this phone all over the place, completely unlocked. All right, which is, I recommend that's just the way to go. You know what I mean? Because you can take your device wherever you want to. You're not bound by a carrier. You're not being locked by a carrier just because you got a particular phone at that particular carrier. So, yeah, but I think that that's going to pay dividends for Google with them doing it like that, and hopefully, once the Pixel 4 and the 4 XL come out and so on, that they'll continue this trend of releasing their phones to all the major carrier platforms as opposed to just exclusive to one carrier. You know what I mean? So now let's dive right into the specs here. So, and then we'll talk about some of the differences a little later on in the video. Now, we've got a 6-inch 1080p by 2160 pixel OLED display. We've got 402 ppi pixel density. We've got Asahi Dragon Trail glass on the front of the device. So there's no Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the front or on the back, which is what we find on the Google Pixel 3 and the 3 XL. All right. We have the phone is made of it's made of polycarbonate, which is just like a more durable type of plastic. But the phone is plastic. Okay, so it's going to be a little lighter than what we found with the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. All right. The phone is 167 grams. All right. Now, the internal specs. Here's where some of the things differ. We've got the Snapdragon 670 processor. Okay. Mid-range processor, one of the newer mid-range processors. In my mind, this processor functions very similarly to a flagship. You know what I mean? It's very difficult to tell the difference between this processor and some of the flagship processors, the Snapdragon 845 and even the Snapdragon 855. It's not like those two, the 845 and 55, are just completely dominating and blowing this processor and the way that it performs out of the water. And plus, we've got the stock most pierced Android experience possible. So expect for this processor to run smooth and this phone to just be buttery smooth, lag and stutter free. Okay, well, we've got the Snapdragon 670 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage that cannot be expanded. Okay, we do not have memory expansion on this phone. We've got an octa-core CPU, Adreno 615 GPU, running on Android 9 Pie. Now for the cameras, we got a 12 megapixel primary sensor and an 8 megapixel selfie sensor. We've got HDR, optical image stabilization, dual pixel PDAF, dual LED flash, panorama, 1080p video recording at 30 frames per second, no 4K recording. Okay, now for some of you that may be a big deal. To me, it's not. It's really not. All right, now as far as the battery, we got a 3,700 milliamp hour battery. Okay, 3,700 milliamps, 2.0 Type-C reversible connector, 18-watt fast charger that comes in the box, and we have USB power delivery 2.0. So expect for this phone to charge at ridiculous speeds. Maybe not to the capacity of OnePlus, but maybe not too far behind. But we'll test that out. All right. Now, other notable features: always on display, Bluetooth 5.0, rear mounted fingerprint sensor, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, dual stereo speakers, NFC. The colors that you can get this device in: just black, which we're familiar with, clearly white, which we're also familiar with, and the new kid on the block as far as the color scheme, purplish, which is like a very faint purple color. Purplish. All right. Now, take a peek at the presentation real quick. Typical presentation, Google fashion. Okay. Google logo there at the top. Google on the side. On the bottom of the phone, you got IMEI, serial numbers, all that stuff. Back of the box, hashtag Team Pixel, Google. There it is. All right, let's get it. Boom. All right. So here we are. Oh, here we go right here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Google Pixel 3a XL. Wow, this feels really, really good in my hand, and it is very, very, very lightweight. I like the way that feels in hand. You still kind of got like that two-tone, you know, how it's kind of, it's glossy up there at the top, and then on the bottom portion, it's like more of a matte finish. I like that. All right, now, go ahead and power on the device and set it aside while we get to the rest of the inbox contents. As you can see, Google. Boom. All right, here we go. So, here is our SIM ejector tool, user guide, Team Pixel to troll all your partners that got other Android devices or iPhones. All right. File that to the side. Okay, what do we got here? All right. So here's our 18-watt wall adapter. Type-C to the Type-C port on the device. Here's a little transport information or data transfer device to transfer all your information from your old device to your new Pixel. And here is the, wow, can't get that out. Here's our Type-C cable. So one goes into the wall adapter, the other one goes into the phone. All right. So we'll file that to the side, and let's get to the device. All right, here we are, Google Pixel 3a XL. Now, as you can see, 6-inch display from corner to corner. The aspect ratio is 18:9. All right. It's not the 18.5:9 like we see on the Google Pixel 3 XL because of the notch. So here is our 8 megapixel selfie camera next to the ear receiver right there in the middle. Now we do have a little bit of a chin and a forehead. I'm not bothered by that at all whatsoever. To the right of the device, we've got the power button, which is highlighted in orange, and the volume rocker up and down. At the top of the device, we've got a little noise canceling microphone. Here's our 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. To the left of the device, here is our nano SIM, which is where we put our SIM card in for the service. Okay. Here we've got a noise canceling microphone. Here is our port for charging, Type-C. And here is the other bottom firing speaker. So we do have dual stereo speakers, but one of the differences is, as opposed to what we saw on the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL, where the speakers are front facing, well, you've got sound coming out of the ear receiver and sound coming out of the bottom speaker. Okay, now, back of the device, little G, little Google branding right there. Here's our rear mounted fingerprint sensor. Here is our 12 megapixel primary sensor and our dual tone LED flash. All right, so let me go ahead and drop my information in, and I'll be right back with y'all, and we'll browse around through the operating system. All right, hold it down. All right, y'all, so we back in, and as you can see, here is always on display, which shows the date, the time, and a bunch of little notifications that are there underneath the time and the date, which to me will always be a very, very welcomed feature. It's extremely convenient to just be able to just look over at your device and see the screen, look at the time, look at the date, look to see if you've any got if you've got any notifications that will prompt you to pick up your device and check those out. That's always going to be a welcomed feature in my book. Now, swipe, double tap, turn on the display. Fingerprint sensor is nice and snappy. Just works just like that. Right. Okay, barely tap it. And man, this phone is so lightweight and it feels really good. I mean, I love the fact that it's got those round corners leading up to the top of the device. It makes for a very, very comfortable hold in the hand, even though this is a pretty big device. I mean, 6 inches, you know, for people that have small hands, I mean, that may be a pretty cumbersome task. But I mean, the way the phone feels, it feels really good in the hand. Okay, swipe hard to the right. This is going to bring you to your Google Now feed. And this is where I get tons and tons and tons of information about new cell phone releases or scores for my sports teams or just whatever, you know what I mean? And so you can customize it to give you the type of information that you want. Okay, don't have any apps loaded on the device as of yet. Swipe up. That's going to get you to your recents, which we don't have anything open right now. Swipe up again, and this is going to get you to your app drawer. Okay, and this is just a complete stock Android experience. There is no bloatware on this. Well, actually there is, because I got it from T-Mobile. So there's the T-Mobile, the My T-Mobile little app where you can go and pay your bill and look at all kind of stuff on your account. And then we've got the, what is this? Device unlock. Okay, okay. So, what comes with that? That's interesting. I've only seen that on Metro PCS phones. So that's interesting. But whatever. I mean, the phone is on my main carrier, which is T-Mobile, so I'm not tripping over the fact that it's locked at the moment. You know what I mean? I can get that unlocked pretty easily, so it's not really a big deal. Now, Android 9 Pie, fresh out of the box. Swipe down once to get you to all your notifications. Swipe down twice. That's going to get you to all of your quick toggles. Okay? And you can customize those quick toggles to your liking. Go ahead and go into settings menu. And very identical to what we saw on the Google Pixel 3 and the 3 XL. Really no changes. I mean, pretty much the same stuff here, just at a much more affordable cost. So all the things that you know and love about the Google Pixel 3 and the 3 XL, you're going to pretty much find here on the Google Pixel 3a and the 3a XL. The only takeaways is the fact that rather than a Snapdragon 845 processor, you're getting a Snapdragon 670. Okay. You're not getting Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is going to enable you to be able to charge your device wirelessly, so you don't have wireless charge on this device. Okay, the dual stereo speakers have been split up between the ear receiver and the bottom firing speaker, as opposed to both speakers facing you. And I don't believe that there's too much else other than that. Maybe there's a couple of other little knick-knack things here and there, but I mean, the camera is very, very similar and identical to what we see on the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. And so here, I'll take a photo here in a little bit just to show that off. But yeah, I mean, you're getting total package right here. And you know, packages like this makes you really question, is it really worth spending close to $1,000 or $1,000 or above on a device when you can get devices like this that are so good? You can get devices like this. You can get devices like the OnePlus 6 and the 6T. I mean, there are devices that are out here that aren't breaking the bank, that are giving you that top of the line, top tier performance and cameras and battery life and features and functions and this and that. I mean, man, this is beautiful. I mean, this is considered a mid-range phone, but I feel like this is gonna be pretty tough to top in the mid-range category. I mean, this may very well be the new mid-range king right here. And you know, if this has that title, this is going to be hard to dethrone. This is going to be very hard to dethrone, just because you're getting that clean stock Android experience. Everything is buttery smooth, in spite the fact that it's got the Snapdragon 660 processor. And I'm not saying that just because that processor is a slouch, but I'm just saying that because there's a clear difference between it and the Snapdragon 845. Now, me personally, I'm not able to tell too much of a difference. Maybe when you start doing like some real graphically intense gaming and stuff like that, then maybe you'll tell a difference. Then maybe there may be a little stutter or a hiccup, and or just maybe just really just going hard on like multitasking and just, you know, having a bunch of different applications up and really putting the RAM management to the test. Maybe you'll start to see, you know, a couple little hiccups here and there, or maybe, you know, the phone will have to reload a page or two, as opposed to the Snapdragon 845 versions. Maybe they won't do that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, if we pop back into settings, and you can see we got network and internet, connection devices, apps and notifications, battery, display, sound, storage. So 21% of the storage has been used. Security and location, accounts, accessibility, digital well-being. Big fan of digital well-being, because this completely keeps track of what you're doing with your device and how you're using it. If there's anything that you want to cut down on or that you want to do more, you can monitor your activity on this device through digital well-being. I mean, that is a very nice little feature. I like that. All right. Now, as far as, let me see, your system. Where is it at? About phone, Pixel 3a XL. Okay, T-Mobile. Okay, that's all they. Okay, there's the Android version. There we go. So we are running Android 9 Pie. There's your confirmation of that. Okay, oops, didn't mean to click out of the settings. All right. And let's see, connections and devices. Okay, so NFC, not using that right now, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. But there is your visual confirmation that NFC is present on the Google Pixel 3a and the 3a XL. All right, we do have the squeeze feature, where you can squeeze the device, and that's going to launch your Google Assistant. Now, some people may find that to be gimmicky. Me, I think it's pretty cool. You don't have to press anything. You can just squeeze your phone, and it's going to bring up your assistant. All right. So it's good to see that feature was implemented here on the less expensive version of the Pixel 3. Yeah, this is. I mean, you're getting a clean stock Android experience with all the bells and the whistles. I mean, pretty much, you take away wireless charging. Now, that I can easily look past that because of everything that we're being offered here, and definitely the camera performance is going to make up for the lack of wireless charging ability on this phone. Because on my desk here, ladies and gentlemen, on both corners of the desk, on the left side and the right side, I've got wireless chargers, and that's typically how I charge most of my phones. You know what I mean? To a point to where it's gotten, pretty foreign, seemingly, to plug my phone in to charge it. You know what I mean? But I can easily overlook that with no problems at all whatsoever. I can very easily overlook that. Now, let's see. Where is... Okay, where is YouTube? I see Chrome. Okay, there we are. It's right in front of my face. I'm blind. Okay. Update for a faster, better YouTube. Okay, yeah, let's do that real quick. Update. And I don't anticipate this update taking very long at all. It should be pretty quick. It's installing right now. But yeah, I think that this was a big move on Google's behalf. Definitely want to appeal to the masses. Right now, 1 second. Settings, general. You already know, man. Gotta get that dark mode on there. Okay? It ain't the same without dark mode. Alright, now go to my channel. Videos. Alright. My man J Will, I see you. Got it. Turn up that volume so you can hear these speakers. Wow. Very loud. Okay. Damn. Very loud. Sounds real clean. You can see. So I'm going to put my thumb over the bottom firing speaker. And you can still hear the sound just coming out of the ear receiver just as plain as day. And that produces like the clarity, the hi-hats. And then you take your finger off of it and you get a much more full sound. This is big sound coming from this phone. I mean, it fills up this room that I'm in. Screen is beautiful. At the highest volumes, I didn't hear any distortion or anything like that. These are some very, very good sounding stereo speakers. All right. Shout out to my man Lakey Inspired. Produced some dope beats. Most of his beats are what you hear in my dedicated camera reviews. Be sure to check him out, Lakey Inspired. Matter of fact, if you like the sound of this song that's playing on this video, I'll put it in the description so you guys can go ahead and download that for your own enjoyment as well. Alright? Alright, so the speakers. Now, let's open up this camera. Alright, so just like we saw on the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL, we've got camera, portrait, panorama, video, and then when we go to more, we've got night sight, photosphere, photo booth, slow motion, Google Lens, and settings. And underneath the settings, we've got save location, camera sounds, Google Lens suggestions, gestures, grid type, advanced. Under advanced, we've got show dirty lens warning, HDR plus control, RAW plus JPEG control, and then store videos efficiently. All right. Photo, we got back camera photo resolution, front camera photo resolution, video, back camera video resolution, front camera video resolution, and they're both at 1080. Oh, so we do have 4K. Okay, so we can record at 4K at 30 frames per second. Okay, the information source that I got earlier stated that this phone did not have 4K recording. But okay, cool. So we do have 4K recording. Okay, I'm glad I looked at that and confirmed that. Okay, so with the front camera, it's just 1080p at 30 frames per second. But with the rear camera, we have the ability to do 4K recording at 30 frames per second. Okay, that's solid. Damn. All right, video stabilization, send feedback, and help. And so you can see we've got a whole slew of features. We've got the timer. We've got motion is enabled. I mean, so just kind of like what you would see on iPhones, how, what is it, live photo? That's Google's little rendition of live photo. Let me see, what is this here? Okay, auto, cloudy, beauty, or sunny, fluorescent. Okay, so this just kind of, you can change the lighting effect. So as of right now, it's on auto. And then here's the flash. We have the flash off. All right, so let me take a picture of this box real quick. Wow, look at that. Okay. Beautiful photo right there. Stay tuned for the dedicated camera review where I'll display all the camera samples that I've taken with this phone. Now let's get a quick selfie in there real quick. Wow. The Pixel. Very good selfie right there. Color reproduction is on point. The way that it handled the light shining down on the camera. Man. And then you can see down here at the bottom, I mean, you got your options, things that you can do to kind of edit the video, add to it, take away certain things, pretty much do what you want to do. All right. And so, yeah. Another thing that I like about the Pixel 2 is, yeah, pardon me there. What I was saying was another thing that I'm a big fan of too is we also have the feature on the device where if there's some music in the background playing and you have no idea what the song is, well, the Pixel is always listening for like little background noise and stuff like that. And so you can look down at your phone and at the bottom of the screen, it will display the name of the song that is playing. And if it's, you know, if maybe you knew the song, but you didn't know who the artist was, and, you know, you've been searching for the song and couldn't find it because you just didn't know who it was. Well, that's a good way to get hip to some music that you've been, you know, really enjoying. You know what I mean? I mean, so, you know, all these little things about the Pixel, you know, that we've grown to like, or some people may have grown to love, are all here in the Pixel 3a and the 3a XL. All right. So you're still getting that top quality Pixel, pure Android, stock Android Pixel experience at a much cheaper cost. And you're not really compromising much. You're still getting that awesome camera. I mean, just the cameras alone at these price points are insane. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, if you're really in the photography, in mobile photography, and you have any idea of what Google's been doing and how high their cameras have been rated on their mobile devices over the past few years, then you'll know that the camera on this phone is no joke. It's pretty much the same camera that we see on the Google Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. All right, so make sure you keep it locked here, Pristine Mobile Tech, so you don't miss the full camera review that I'm planning on doing, and that's going to be followed up with the full Pristine review. That's all I got for the unboxing for the Google Pixel 3a XL. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. And keep it locked here at Pristine Mobile Tech because I've got so much more content to come. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that when my videos go live, you can get notified. And you can be one of the first to check out the video and get down in the comment section, which is where I'll be posted up at. And let me know what you think about what you saw, how you felt about what you saw. If you've got any questions, comments, or feedback, drop it on me in the comment section. Because like I said, that's where I'll be chilling at, responding to questions, comments, and feedback. All right. So thank you guys for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with me during this Pixel 3a XL unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. And you already know, please stay safe, get spiritually fit, because we're definitely living in the last days. But no need to be afraid, because we serve a God that is for his people and is for his children. Be mindful of that. Keep it pristine in every aspect of your lives. I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.